motherfuckers.
Held it in for so many years, like undermining me and being condescending towards me and trying to little bro me and have me even post this episode
because it's his brother.
Yeah.
Logan talking condescendingly about Jake in Jake's own document.
Off camera, he was basically like, no, like I never respected you when we were kids. Like I thought you were a failure.
Whoa! Is that true? See, I have a brother. I could never tell my brother that type of thing. If anything, I say I'm better than you. But who are amazing, you know? I make sure that's known.
It's your girlfriend.
And you charge my phone.
Where's your breaking point? Like,
I think I'm at it.
Logan has made anything that's great and big for Jake about Logan somehow, one way or another. He makes it about him.
See, now I'm just going off. This is going to be the best episode we've ever had, by far, hands down. And the energy is rising.
Okay, he's tripping.
Yeah, you do. Bring it up. Come on. Your turn, Jasper.
Yeah,
Let's get that the fuck up, you bitch ass mother. Jesus. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No. Can we? Can we add some DMX?
Nah, turn your shit up.
Is what you hearing? Yeah, is what you hearing? You know what time it is?
Rough Riders anthem.
Mellow Boys today, man. It's a lot going on though. You're in some issues, man.
I'm not in any issues.
Well, there's some issues
that are being pushed on to me.
By a crazy guy, it seems like, man. I've been reading the comments and they don't seem to on his side.
No living being should ever eat processed food for every single meal of their life. Good, real food is simple. It looks like food. It smells like food. It's what dogs are supposed to be eating. We really don't want people to think of feeding food like ours as spoiling their dogs. It's amazing to me how many people write in about their dogs changing for the better.
About my dogs changing for the better. My dogs changing for the better.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? You seemed a little down.
Uncrustable.
We should give some context.
Like,
Jake, you were on Impulsive 2 days ago, and you and your brother got into a passionate discussion back and forth about some issues that I think you've both been keeping in for a while, and it kind of exploded on the show. And there was a bit of back and forth about some jealousy, about stealing fights, about brand partnerships, and now we're a couple days after that, and the internet has reacted, but I don't know if you have, so it'd be interesting to hear what your thoughts are a couple days after that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's just like all a tough situation because our life is in the public spotlight, and I like don't even want to perpetuate it more and like continue to create turmoil or any like weird energies that are out there. But like then the other side of it is already out there, and then I look bad because of how he is acting, so it looks like
you don't look bad at all. You're defending your own side. If anything, you're more trying to wonder why he's pushing it away.
I'm arguing with him, but really I'm more so just setting his ego in line. And this is just me being honest, because I feel like I've just held it in for so many years. Like, I'm kind of just speaking my mind more so now, and I like the truth sets you free. But I'm kind of more so I'm not arguing with him. Like, I don't want him to look bad, but he almost like can't help himself to look bad, and I think that's
exactly you trying your best to help him out. He's just likes to flame himself up. Like he's just like used to just tearing himself down. I don't know why.
Yeah, you
Fuck, bro. I don't even know if we can go here with all this shit.
but the problem is like you silence yourself often about it, and you like deal with it in real life, and you try to converse with him, but it like leaves it so one sided and just gives his narrative like just a one way fucking tarmac to fly off, and I feel like you don't like shed enough light or like share your narrative of it or like what it really is.
Yeah, because I think it just makes us both look bad that like we can't. I guess be on the same page as like brothers. Like him looking bad makes me look bad. So it's like we both look so stupid, and there's like no point. I mean, and then this is what's stupid about it is like I don't know why he put that out. Like I was telling him and his team like, why are you putting this out? No one wins here. And then his team is like clapping like, no, this is great content. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know if we can fucking use this. Because then when I start to talk about it, it just feels like I'm bringing him down, which I don't want to do. But then it's like, but I also don't want to be brought down with him. So it's like, what do I choose? What side do I choose? And then now it's like starting to unravel and like reveal itself. And like clearly he has envy and jealousy towards me, and that's what I told him off camera. And he's like, no. But it like everyone sees it. It's like clear as day. And it's like, why? We're on the same team. I'm not in competition with him. I want him to be a billionaire. I want him to accomplish all of his goals. It's him undermining me and being condescending towards me and trying to little bro me and discrediting everything that I do and
so what makes you so like passionate about just trying to level it out and like not speak on it or like just
because it's his brother.
Yeah,
and like
yeah, but it's like ongoing. It's been years of like you being undermined, and it's evident. Like everyone knows that. Like in personal relationships, on the internet, you can see it everywhere, and everyone knows it. And like you're the only person who doesn't speak. Like you let him win every time.
Yeah, because I don't care enough to like try to prove my point. Like the way you combat that is with like more love. Like you're not like being abrasive towards it and just like creating more. Then this is where this all gets fucked. Is like, dude, can we even post this fucking episode? Because it's like now I'm perpetuating it. But at some point, when am I just a rag doll who's like bending over and like letting him treat me like shit? So then it's like it's such a tricky situation. And by the way, a public forum is like not the place to handle it, and then that's where I get caught up in the loop.
That's what he loves. Like the media is his moral compass. Like whatever is right to the public eye is what he follows.
Yeah.
So like he loves this shit. Like that's the only way you can kind of settle it on his grounds, because you never want to settle it on his grounds. They never settle. It's been ongoing. You say, oh, the way you handle this with more love. You've been giving more and more and more love. Every time it happens, you went from 50% to 60% to 70%, 80%. Now you're at his door with the love, and here you are.
Yep. No, and then it's just me getting like taken advantage of. But I think this might be like a turning point where if he, I don't know.
Yeah, the whole thing I think never should have been a public conversation. It should have been a conversation between the two of you. Like I said, I think this has been a thing that's been bubbling up between you for a while. At least on your side, I think you felt a lot of this for a while. You felt like your older brother was jealous of you. You felt like he always makes things that are about you, about him, and it's bothered you, and you've wanted to have that conversation. And it should have been a private conversation, but now it's a public conversation. And I think that's where it's like, as a friend, when it's made a public conversation, you still chose to take the high road in a lot of aspects. There's a lot of things you didn't say there, and
yeah, because I don't want it to seem like I'm arguing. That I don't need to argue my point in case. Like I let my actions and my love speak for itself.
Yeah.
And but maybe it's like what Jasper's saying is like that doesn't get through to him, and it hasn't. So,
for me, the most frustrating thing out of that whole conversation for me was hearing him undermine you and belittle you with these snarky comments about we know who the better fighter is. Come on, Jake. Come on, buddy. Come on, little bro. We know. And to me, what that reminded me of, I actually had this situation. I'm an older brother. I have a younger brother, and for years as a kid, I unconsciously did a similar thing, where I was better at him in a lot of things, and I would take advantage of that. And like I loved being better and being the older brother, and I always won whatever we were playing because I had certain advantages. And there was like one thing that he was better at than me, and it was video games. And when we would go play video games, he would beat me at video games. And then you know what I would say? I would say, "Yeah, I wasn't actually trying." And like I didn't think anything of that until we were a little bit older, and he was like, "Yeah, that really hurt me when you would do that." He's like, "I just love you and look up to you, and even when I would finally win a game, you would have to belittle it or
Big brother
write it
syndrome
off."
is a very real thing, bro. You have to understand, like, I'm the youngest. I have fucking 3 older brothers that I lived with my entire life. As a younger brother, it's not my goal to be better than you. I get excited. It's like, holy shit! I did something like you might.
No, yeah, that's what I'm trying to. He gets it though. Me as a like, I belittle the fuck out of my little brother, but sometimes I love the fuck out of him.
Proud of me. I just fucking won. Like, isn't that cool? And like tearing it down is like the craziest thing. Like,
Yeah, for me is
I mean, like, yeah, dude. I mean, I pretty much push him away from him, but
little brother. It's always
Yeah, I
like
see how it
team,
goes.
team. We did this together. We started our YouTube channel together, and basically like off camera, he was basically like, "No, like I never respected you when we were kids," and
yeah, that's fucking terrible.
and like I thought you were a failure, and all this shit, and I was just like, so you didn't even like respect me as a brother because I was always there for you and trained for sports with you and played with you in the woods and built forts together, and we were best friends, and we survived a traumatic childhood together between our parents like abusing us, like, but you had no respect for me until I was older and was successful, and then I was just like, I don't know what's going on right now, and now I'm just like lost.
But where's your breaking point? Like,
I think I'm there.
you watch the documentary.
I think I'm there.
You see,
and in the documentary, he was so condescending and still like undermining me the whole entire
you
time.
get on a plane right after your fight,
Yeah,
and the most wild shit possible. The first thing he says to you as soon as you guys sit down on the plane. I don't know if you want to share that, but personally, I think it's fucking insane. And it's just where's your breaking point? Like,
I think I'm at it. I think it was that. But then it's like, then it's just like this whole fucking loop. Like, I have always taken the higher road in 2017. Always take the higher road. Always don't try to say my case online.
There's some things you can't even say.
Yeah, and he drops diss track and take higher road. He does it, take higher road, take higher road, take higher road. And
He
like,
fucks your girlfriend.
yeah, and exactly, and it's like, take higher road. Don't expose that. Oh, now he wants to expose it himself. Okay, but I just don't even perpetuate it.
but it's a fucking pattern. Do you not realize?
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying.
Imagine,
I think I'm at the breaking point.
imagine a
It's
person
like,
being
what do I
so
do? I hate
sociopathic
this shit.
that like they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna tell the world
This
I
is not
fucked my
all
brother's
worth-
girlfriend. Like,
Yeah.
that's insane. The media is his moral compass. Like, compass. Fuck you. Even like him, I see him in the gym bi-weekly. Like, he'll be in the gym once every 2 weeks.
Fuck, bro. We can't. Are we really doing this right now?
But that's it. This
No, I
whole
don't
thing
think we
feel.
can
Yeah,
do
this whole
this.
thing feels wrong. It feels fucked up. That's what I'm saying.
It's unrealistic.
I don't like sitting here shit talking two brothers. You're brothers at the end of the day. And this whole thing feels wrong, but it is public now. It's been made public. I don't know how you
People don't
navigate
see how
this,
you react, in private
especially
and
when
how
you have a
feel.
private conversation with him after, and it goes terribly.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
And really, how I feel, like I don't know if this is out of line, but like I feel really, if you're really just the better fighter and you're just little bro, and really really Jake, we know. I think you should get you could go to Puerto Rico and spar right now, and we can see how that goes. Because I think it's fucked up.
No, don't need to do that.
Yeah.
No.
But
But that just shows the separation between you guys. Is like, in his mind, like, oh, I would love to fight him one day, and in your mind, you literally never want to fight your brother. That's not an option in your mind that you would like to choose not to.
Well, I
and
think
just be
Logan
great
said he
together.
didn't want to fight Jake, but it's just interesting to hide behind. We know who the better fighter is, buddy. But I'll never fight you because I'm your brother and I love you so much. But we know, buddy, who's the better
He
one.
fucking,
That's convenient.
He hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Did you see that picture of when you won your fight against Nate Diaz and everybody's cheering and Logan's sitting there? He looks like a super villain. Like this once again. This feels fucking weird because we go back to Puerto Rico and we see Logan every day. This like I don't know, bro, but like, did you see that picture or the video?
yeah, I didn't think it was real. But it's like, well, it seems fake, but it's not. There's like a
Yeah,
video of it too, and I just don't get it. I just can't believe it. I don't know.
It's
It's,
almost
it's
too fucked
weird.
up to
It's
be
weird.
true.
It's really weird.
Because even in private, like you speak so highly of like what you guys like, what you want you guys to do, and your plans, and like even just exciting things that you want them to be a part of. Like when you talk about like your ranch, you're like, oh, me and Logan this, me and Logan that. Like everything, you involve him in every single fucking thing you can possibly.
I think the reason I've created like our brotherhood and like having these friends around is because I yearned for it. And Logan has even said it. What you always have people around. You always have so many people around. It's because I was like so lonely as a kid, and I never had like the brother that I wanted, and so like I found you guys, and it's like that's why I like have so many people around. Is because it's like this brotherhood that I so deeply yearned for as a kid, and like never had anyone to play with. Wasn't allowed to like hang out with him and his friends, and I would just like ride my bike around the city like asking kids to hang out because I like wanted that like person. And that's what bothers me so much today is the fact that we started all this together as like a team, and we like now don't do really anything together like actually in terms of like business or building something together. I think that'd be like the coolest thing in the world is to like have some sort of company or something with him, and I've tried so many times. But
You start something good, and then he like creates war within it. It's like you guys buy a warehouse together, and you like hang up a better flag because that's a company you fucking own. Now there's a Barstool flag right behind it. You fucking put Problem Child in the ring, and now there's fucking Prime and UFC in the ring next to it. Like
yeah,
ironic. Like it doesn't
Yes,
make sense.
and that yeah,
The room upstairs that nobody sees at the warehouse has nothing Logan related. You go downstairs in the room that everyone sees and everyone's filming. There's a picture on two to three pictures on every wall, every fucking corner of the room that just have you get your newspaper hung up like that you got as a fucking gift, with all the articles on your accolades. He hangs one up literally right next to it, like gets it made in it. Like
What's the takeaway from all of this? Like,
the takeaway is don't be famous, and fame and money is the root of all evil. Actually, is the takeaway. People get lost.
but you guys are so far past like the
But when you're so deeply like hurt and traumatized, and like you have such a big void of validation, nothing can fill it.
but like you've hit every
That's why you find the
Pinnacle.
unhappy billionaire. Such a common theme.
should we just go broke?
I'm thinking about it.
Let's all just go broke. You know who we just fucking spent some time at Danny's ranch, Danny Duncan. We flew over there. I honestly love how he lives. Like
Yeah.
it's fucking insane. Like he's the most down to earth person I've ever met in my entire life. Like from
Super dope guy.
like I can't believe it. I woke up thinking about it. It's so fucking remarkable how he could be so, and his work ethic is insane. Like it doesn't make sense when you see how he lives and like how they all carry themselves versus his work ethic when you see online and his videos. It's like remarkable.
yeah, money actually changed like nothing about his life. it
Nothing at all.
seems.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yep. And Cody as well, Whistling Diesel.
Fucking great. Two spectacular
Dope
young
guy.
men. I'm very proud of them. Endlessly proud.
Made two new friends.
They yes.
Yeah.
Love you guys. You definitely deserve every fucking thing you have.
Yeah.
That was so much fun to just like be a YouTuber again for the day
Yeah.
and just like let loose, fuck around. It really like brought back this like old nostalgic joy
I feel like like Danny's at peace. Like he found peace.
for sure. And that town is like so cool, just fucking around every single day. I want to do more collabs with other like YouTubers and just like do more fun things. I feel like I've missed it. It's been like out of my life. I've only focused on boxing, and I realized that's like such a big part of what I initially loved to do was just like be around other creative, funny ass people who love to do crazy shit.
It just got oversaturated. Like and at the time,
yeah,
when you were like taking a step back, it was like a bunch of social climbing. So I understand it, but like, and it's hard to find people like this. Like it's very slim to none, and a chance of finding like two people who are just as like grounded as they are. It's like oftentimes it's like the fakest, weirdest relationship off camera, and on camera it's like some fucking I don't know. Like it's draining. It's
yeah.
definitely
It didn't feel like forced at all. Like from the moment we like pulled up, and even meeting Cody, like everything was just like super. It clicked super well.
They're like I love
The threesome you didn't know you needed. The trio.
They're so fucking awkward in person. That's when I first met Cody. We like just had like a separate conversation. He didn't even know how to like, properly shake hands, and then he like grew into comfort. That makes me happy. Like we see like a sporadic ass weirdo with a camera, and like the first thing they're just fucking Tasmanian devil wild. It's like, oh, this guy has no soul.
Right. Are you gonna take some more time for stuff like that? No, we're a few days out now from your fight, and you had said you're gonna take some time for yourself. Where's your head at? First of all, I guess with the fight, now that you've had some time to digest everything, how do you feel? What's your takeaway? And then also, what's next?
Yeah, very, very, very happy with the fight. Like an amazing event. So much has come out of it. So much love, support, good things. Everyone on the business side, we absolutely crushed it. It's looking like 500,000 plus pay-per-views.
Congrats.
Biggest gate, and that's U.S. pay-per-view. So like it means more because it costs more in the U.S. So massive number, massive success. There's like statistics that show the Google searches from that night. We were like number one most search Google. We gotta figure.
George Janko might join the fucking SB club, BS club. Motherfucking bullshit, motherfucker. We bullshit here. We motherfucking rob motherfuckers. We do all that shit. Cuz.
Versi. I gotta beat like an old
Yeah,
man
yeah.
Versi.
You should do that on the show.
If I go to jail,
Yeah, that'll boost the numbers.
yeah.
Jasper goes to jail.
Free Jasper. Enter.
Maybe we should bring George Janko on as a co-host.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
This is a good idea.
Yeah, let's do
We should
that.
do a George Janko episode. Since we're already like, might as well, if we're shaking the fucking pot.
Can I get a pot to shake up?
He's a really sweet guy. He actually called me yesterday just to like check in and talk about God and like.
Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
The hard-ass
I
song
love the
also?
kid. I love the kid.
You dropped a song recently. I don't even know if this is gonna make it in there. That bitch hard.
It sounds like
Well,
we're
this is
politicking again.
crazy. This is crazy though because like I've stayed silent on like my support for George because I didn't want Logan to look bad, but now I'm like supporting one of his enemies now, and how is he gonna take it? But he's partnered with an enemy. But then, oh wow, like let's flip the tables and see how he
Partnered
likes
with
it,
a enemy
and maybe
or
put
all
him
these?
through what I'm fucking have to deal with all the fucking time. How do you like it, Paul?
You're Paul.
See now,
Yo, dude, yo, this is crazy, dude. He's that mad at his own brother, bro. Look at that. Let's see it again.
all the fucking time. How do you like it, Paul?
You're Paul.
See now I'm just fucking going off.
Go off. Come on, talk your shit, man.
Yeah, because part of me feels like we didn't really say a lot that should be said. I don't know. I feel like we might get to the cut. We can always cut shit out, but I feel like we might get to the cut and be like, "Damn, wish would have said that." I don't know. Is he's here?
The Keys is not here, but yeah, it's like there's so much to unpack, but
Yeah, it might be a little too much to unpack.
we could just leave it there, maybe.
Do you think you and your brother will ever fight each other?
No, I'm not fighting him.
He's the better fighter.
So many people like it.
Yeah, but from Jake's point of view, what it feels like, and you're right, it's a great documentary, and as a viewer, unbiasedly, it's great to watch. But from Jake's point of view, what he maybe won't say is that his whole fucking life, Logan has made anything that's great and big for Jake about Logan somehow. One way or another, he makes it about him. And this is supposed to be Jake's big fucking break where Jake finally gets a documentary about himself. And it's Jake to the world. And this is huge for Jake. And then Jake turns it on and it's fucking Logan. And it's not just Logan, it's Prime everywhere. And it's not just Prime everywhere, it's Logan talking condescendingly about Jake with these snide little comments in Jake's own fucking documentary.
But if it was his documentary, he would have left all the shit in there that made you look wild and would have never said anything about it. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I also think, like, I think the stuff with your dad was not really told. I think there were some elements of it that were untold. I just think you knowing your whole true story, there could have been a lot more. And there was a lot that was left out. But that's what happens when you work with these big networks. You don't have the creative control of these things. And like you said on Logan's, thankfully you will be putting out a documentary at some point that will be the whole true untold story of your life.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it still was a great piece.
I think it was great.
So we should go to sleep now.
Yeah, sorry about this, guys.
Yeah, I truly apologize.
Yeah, we're gonna go on vacation and come back with some fucking crazy stories about Jasper, like butt chugging shit in Ibiza.
Yeah, I'm going home for a week, and I just want to let you guys know I'm putting my phone in a drawer for the whole week. So if I don't respond
That's
to you, that's why.
That's dope.
You
That's
won't hear
amazing.
from me. Yeah,
I'm gonna call your mom and
that's fine. Yeah, you can call her if you need me.
okay.
Damn, I can't send you like funny memes.
No, I love you guys so much, but I'm tired. I want to go home.